Hi, my name's Richard, and I just bought a Ford Fusion Hybrid, and I'm going to give you a tour of this car and show you what I like about it. We're going to see some stuff here today that you probably won't read about in any reviews because I read a lot of reviews, and I didn't learn about this stuff until I owned the car. So first we'll give you just a little bit of a walk around, show you what the thing looks like. Because the front of this looks so much better than the last year Fusion. It's really edgy, it's really kind of aggressive with these bars. And let's see if we can get a side view. Well, I got to go way back to get the side view. I bought the car at Gervais Ford. This is in Air, Massachusetts, and these guys, did a fantastic job. Made this whole transaction a pleasure to do. We were in the dealership for maybe 45 minutes. Everything very straightforward, up front, and on top of that, I called like 4 other places before I came over here, and these guys gave me the best deal by a wide margin. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get in this car, we're going to drive to where we live, which is a town or two over. That's about 13 miles, and we're going to see what kind of mileage we can get. And along the way, I'll show you how the car teaches you how to get incredible gas mileage. All right, here we go. Okay. The thing that Ford has done with this car, it's done 2 things that are different than any other hybrid, and it allows you to get exceptional mileage. So right out of the box, you'll get like 40, 41, 42, which is great. But if you want to, you can actually do much better than that, and it's pretty easy to do it. And that's what we're shooting for today. So they've got 2 things that are going on. First off, Ford made this car so it will go 45 miles an hour just on the electric motor. And there's no other hybrid that can come close to that. I think a Prius I don't remember, maybe it goes 20, maybe it goes 25, maybe the new one goes a little faster, but if you can go 45 miles an hour just on the motor, then you're driving for free. And if you're driving in the city, you're driving in the suburbs, you're driving below that speed. So that's working pretty good. So that's one thing. The car goes fast just on the electric motor. The second thing is the dashboard that they designed. This dashboard is like no other dashboard that's been made. In the center of it, it has a traditional speedometer, but on the left side and the right side, you're basically looking at computer screens. These are LCD screens, and Ford's got a very creative group of gauges that they have done. They're software gauges, basically. They're running software. It's like a video game. And I'll review a couple of these. Oh, we're coming up to looks like there's a police officer pulled somebody over here. The one that says MPG on the right here is a traditional mile per gallon readout. So that tells you what miles per gallon you're getting instantaneously. Now, a lot of cars have that. Even non-hybrids have that. So, right now we're getting 60 plus. We're on the electric motor. And that will vary depending on the conditions, whether you're going uphill or downhill, etc., etc. Right to the left of that is the... actually, go back for a second. We'll go to this one right here. I just want to show you the fuel gauge right to the left. Nothing unusual about having a fuel gauge, obviously, but look at the way they did it. It's really kind of cool. It's like looking at a fuel tank, and you can see the gas in the tank. It even has the color and transparency of gasoline. So nothing really different about the function, but I just think it's kind of imaginative that they did that. It's kind of cool. Now, if we go to the left of the speedometer, we'll see that we have, excuse me, we go to the left of the speedometer, we have the battery charge indicator. And that's going to change all the time. If you're going uphill, the battery's discharging. If you're running on electricity, if you're going downhill, it's probably charging. Right now we're at about a middle charge. So that's going to be changing all the time. It has a lot of useful information on it. The most helpful of these gauges, the one that's really unique, is the one that has PWR at the top. And if you watch this, I'm going to let up on the accelerator, and you'll see the red needle goes into a green box at the bottom. Now, if you're in that green box, you're on EV. You're on electricity mode entirely, so you're riding for free. So if you can keep the red needle in that box, you're going to be staying in the motor. Now, to pull it out of that box, that's going to happen, hard to keep this in the video, that's going to happen as soon as I accelerate. So I just kicked the gasoline engine in, and we're out of the box. If I let up on the accelerator, and I still have plenty of power, which I do, it'll go right back into electrical mode. So it's a little bit like, you could think of it like a video game. You can keep the red needle in the green box, then you're going to get some pretty incredible gas mileage. And it takes a little bit of effort to do this. You got to be a little bit of a geek, like I am. But if you are, you can really get some great results. Now, how do you bring these two things together? You got a car that can go 45 miles an hour just on your electric motor, and you got gauges that basically teach you and show you how to stay running in the electric motor as long as possible. Well, it's a little bit like hill surfing, because basically when you're driving in the city or you're driving in the suburbs, you're doing three things over and over again. We're driving on electric right now. We just came off of that stop sign. You're either going uphill, you're going downhill, or you're going on a relative sort of level surface. Those are the three things we do all the time. Well, in this car, you can go uphill on the gas engine, and when you crest that hill, you can keep it in electric mode as you go down the other side, and then a good bit as you hit a horizontal. So you can actually do a fair amount of your driving, if you're careful, just in electric mode. Now, right now, I am in electric mode, and I'm keeping it in that. As I round this corner, I'm just lightening up a little bit so that it doesn't go out, but I'm hitting a hill, so I'm going to press on the accelerator a little bit. Gas engine kicks in, and we're going up a gentle incline. So we got to use the gas engine for this. No problem. Now I can see a little bit of a crest coming up here. It's pretty big hill actually. And as I get up to the top here, I just let up on the accelerator, and it instantly switched over to electric mode. And as I start to come down the other side, I'm just going to stay in electric mode. Matter of fact, I'm going to click my mileage and just see how far we can go. Just finishing up here. Just getting ready to pull into the driveway, and then we'll see how we did. Okay, here's where we get the report card, and I hope that I'm not sure my video camera is going to focus on this that well, but let's give it a shot. $70.4 for 12.8 miles. Oh man, that's unbelievable. So I don't know. I'm going to try to zoom in here, see if it can be seen. I can see it on my monitor, but hopefully it's focusing on that. But 70.4 miles per gallon. So like I said, you can get some incredible mileage in this thing.